Hello and happy Thursday. My name is Michael Leeserman here with the Trial Guide's tip of the day. It is August 22nd, 2024, and our tip today comes from the book Big Rig Justice, a comprehensive guide to maximizing value in truck accident cases. It's written by Michael Cowan, who's here with us today to read the tip.
Thank you, Michael. Your language choices can keep the jury's focus where it should be, on the fact that the defendant's negligence harmed the plaintiff.
The language focusing on the defendant harming the plaintiff. Can you give us an example?
I can give you a few. So one, what do we call what my book called the accident? Because that's what trial guides want them to use, because that's what people search for. But we shouldn't use the word accident if we're saying that it was caused by bad safety choices on the part of a company. We should call it a crash, maybe a collision, because accident is like it's nobody's fault. It just kind of happened, whereas a crash is something bad. We want to talk about, when the company's driver followed too closely, he crashed into somebody and harmed the plaintiff. Another thing is when we talk about damages, oftentimes like we do the first half of the case and we're talking about all the bad choices the company made. And then when we talk about what our client went through, we forget about the company. We stop talking about negligence, and we can really frame the damages questions with negligence included. And what I mean is, like, instead of saying, well, doctor, what injuries did John suffer to his neck? We can say, doctor, when the defendant crashed into the rear of John's vehicle, what did it do to his neck? And so you're bringing in, when the defendant ran the stop sign, what injuries did it cause to his brain? You're bringing in the negligence and the damages question. So you're reminding the jury, we're not just here asking for money because we want you to feel sorry for us, but bad choices caused harm. And that's why we're here, because you need to make that up.
I love it. And to say it as often as possible. It's really making our trial presentations, and the way I think about it, mirror the way good brief writing is, which means don't use the passive voice. I think it's what you're talking about. John's knee was crushed. No, ABC Trucking's choices and bad driving crushed John's knee, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And I want to give credit where credit's due. I got that from Mark Mandel, who wrote Case Framing. And I had him on my podcast, and it blew my mind because I've been trying cases the wrong way for 20-something years, where I talked about liability and then I talked about damages. And I think it's so important that we kind of weave them together.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here today and for sharing your wisdom with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's take a deep breath together and just be grateful to be alive today. May our actions as lawyers today exemplify the profession at its highest ideals of honor and truth. May we fiercely and compassionately champion our clients' causes. May we tell their story in a way that rings true and is important and meaningful. I'm going to ring a bell 3 times now. This can take you into a meditation practice, a prayer practice, or just remind you, wake up, go out, do good things, and have fun while you're doing it.